Okay, so I'm playing catch up. Sunday's Truth. On my way to work, one of my works, and I'm just noticing that I'm noticing a lot of things about my creatives. I have a concept called Absent Consulting, and one of the reasons why I decided to launch Absent Consulting is because I love creativity, but I also love advertising, design, um, cinematography, graphic design, and those things. It's multimedia, interactive multimedia, and that's what I went to school for. So the idea for Absent Consulting is to be able to help the creatives, help the independents, help those people who need ideas, concepts, and execution of tools for imaging, branding, and the like. My projects come from me, Fathom DJ, but I'm also extending myself in Absent Consulting to be able to help those folks who need ideas, concepts, and full throttle imaging, branding tools for their projects. And I keep running across these creatives who I'm trying to work with on my projects who, I don't know if they lack confidence. I totally get that. We're heady. We're in a space of commerce where people, we're not being validated. We're not being acknowledged by people. Um, that says our creative endeavors, our loves of our lives are things that folks can wrap themselves around supporting and consuming. We're in a state of dealing with popularity contests, and these campaigns of the populars are so wide and vast that we're having confidence issues launching the things that we want to do and the things that we're happy and that fulfill us in doing publicly. Um, and so that's one issue. And then there's the issue of investing in those brands, in our endeavors. And you got to live and you got to eat and you got to take care of yourself. But you also have to consider what risks you have to take in order to get the opportunities, to get the gigs, to get the acknowledgement of folks who are willing to pay you what you're worth to do the art and to do the endeavors that you're trying or that you aspire to do for any particular purpose. And one of my buddies, Kahari, doesn't have that issue. Because he gets it. But a few experiences that I've had in the last couple days have shown me, for some strange reason, folks are really under prioritizing. And my goal at this point is to push forward in learning as much as I can and implementing as much technology as I can to be able to get my projects and my ventures into places that show the creative that it can be done, and then facilitating how it should be done through Absent Consulting. But the first line is always going to be inspiring while aspiring. So as I do things, as I get information, I'm always going to be open to helping people who get it and who need help to further their brands and to further their ideas and dreams. But we have to step forward in our own right and get uncomfortable in order to have people understand that we want help. Some of us are very okay with sitting and watching people do stuff and then copying and mimicking it and not getting the results that they need because maybe you aren't the proper vessel to be able to execute those tasks. But you gotta step forward and say, hey, this is not really my lane. Hey, I don't have the time. Hey, we need to figure out how we can work together to make these things work so we can get further in both of our pursuits, whatever those pursuits might be, but you got to open your mouth. And that's the thing that I'm learning. I've been very prideful in the past. I've been very humble and in the past and not asking for the things that I know that I personally need in order to get further with my goals and my ambitions. And those are things that I'm starting to address. Like, hey, let's have a meeting. listening. Hey, you know, tell me what I need to do. Tell me how, you can help me, and becoming okay with the no's, but not allowing the no's to keep me from pushing myself and getting further along. Artistry, creativity, and these endeavors, music, visual arts, fashion art, and all of these creative endeavors really have functionality that's a day-to-day necessity. Somebody is telling us that the cool creative stuff doesn't have value, and so we have to give it all away. And in that giving away, a lot of the creatives give so much energy that they're depleted, or so much of themselves that they can't function on a regular basis. So something has to be balanced out about how we utilize our creativity in everyday functioning commerce, but also making sure that we stay creative and furthering the goals and aspirations. Because some of us get bitter and beat down because we're not getting to be creative, and then it becomes a job. And most folks don't normally like their jobs. So you're either quitting, or you're just doing the worst job ever because you don't like it. And there's something to be said about that energy. I know that one of the things that I'm being compelled to do with all of this information that I'm acquiring based on my experiences through Fathom DJ, my experiences through natural artistry, and my current experiencing through Absent Consulting, is to fuse all these artistries and entrepreneurial concepts together so people get how they work together in separate, and to present them for bigger audiences, for funding, as well as to show the creatives and the independents who have yet to venture out, to come out of our shells and to take part in better formatting and executing the ideas and the concepts and getting what you put into it. So that's where I am today. And this one's short because I just had a long moment a few minutes ago. But that's what's up with me. That's where I am. I'm pushing forward. I have had confidence issues. I have had moments, some long moments of depression, and trying to finagle through getting acknowledgement, getting acceptance, allowing myself to let go of the desires in order to create. It's a very complex environment mentally to have to negotiate through. And the idea is to help push others to get further so that others will know that they can. Some of us aren't sharing information. Some of us are waiting for people to share information and stealing their information and not acknowledging them, or not compensating them, or not hiring them, and creating conflict and negativity. And it's like, communication and conversation and asking and willing and creating is why we're all here. And we need people. We need each other to be open to projects, and we need each other to make these projects worthwhile and worth doing. So we have to create some sense of togetherness in order to do this stuff that we are sent here to do. Some of us are supposed to simply be supporters and consumers. Some of us are supposed to facilitate the finances for these projects. Maybe you're not supposed to be the one on the mic. It's a lot of folks that's singing that, have budgets and could be better business moguls if they found the true talent and put that money behind the true talent. That's just my idea. But anyway, wow, I'm at 9 minutes already. All right, so it's getting long, and I'm going to let you go. You can find me in your webosphere under a few different brands and monikers, which I'm juggling and working feverishly at bringing to one cohesive understanding. But you always, always, always will be able to find me at Fathom DJ. So you can start there. Have an awesome day. Cosmic kisses and well wishes to you and yours. And I will see you at best for Sunday's Truth in this medium. So, whoop, I got it right this time. Space.